Good evening, and welcome to this session of handling pressure efficiently. You know, there were several topics, but this today's topic, the reason behind it is why I actually planned it. It's something which happens every time, right? Whenever there is any of the exam, we know that that exam date is fixed, correct? That exam date is fixed. We are also said that this much would be the syllabus. Now, even we know that this would be the sort of question paper. True, right? So much of material is available, but still, it is that last day, right? Last day or last night. And that is where we have to really struggle. As if our entire year's performance is based on that night. What is all this? Why we are not preparing ourselves? And in spite of all the knowledge that yes, we should study regularly, we should study with focus, this, that, and then there is so much of information available that have good focus in 15 minutes, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 5 good tips for that, 10 good tips for that, right? All those things. Nothing works. Nothing works. In order to solve this thing, right? So today's approach would be purely based on using all those techniques which we have discussed. Nothing would come which we have not touched. And we'll study all this with the concept of brain mapping. So, parallelly, what we are trying to do is we are trying to find out the solution using that concept which taught us that yes, brain mapping is that concept which can make things much easier, and at the same time it gives you much clarity. Then in the next week we shall have one session where we'll be implementing brain mapping for our course material, right? So that way your concept for brain mapping will keep on improving. Another point, as we shall be handling our today's topic, that is handling pressure. Right? Everyone handles pressure. Who can efficiently handle it? That's the beauty. So this would be the topic which tells us one very clear concept that everyone in this world has got 60 minutes in 1 hour and 24 hours in a day and 365 days in a year if it is not a leap year. True. This is same for everyone. This is same for everyone. There is no change. But still, we don't perform. So, coming back to our topic, so that now we shall, in brain mapping, the central topic is. So now I'm even writing it in still shorter. So, handling. Now I'll write just this much: pressure effectively or efficiently. Let's encircle it. First and the foremost point, what exactly it is? What exactly is pressure? What exactly is pressure? Because otherwise, if we don't define it properly, then what are we trying to rectify it? What are we trying to change or correct it? So, what exactly the pressure is? Why there is pressure whenever there is exam? Why there is pressure whenever there is any viva? Why there is pressure whenever there is any of the interview? Why there is pressure when you are supposed to speak in front of the audience of more than say 1,000 people, right? When you know that over 2,000 eyes they are watching you. Why there is pressure? Why there is pressure the moment the camera is mounted in such a way that you are on air, right? Why? Why these situations, they affect you, right? That is right. That is situation of mind. But same way, if I ask you one more question, you take your pulse, right? You take your pulse right now, right? Let's say it is, say, 80, right? Could be 72, could be less, could be more, but roughly let's keep it 80. It is 80 beats per minute. And now you start running, or and running only in your room, right? So you have to just even the spot running, even the spot running, you do it for 1 minute. Check your pulse again, right? You can do it once our session is complete, but then check it. Let's say it is 100. Now comes the interesting part. This is beauty of the body. This is power of the body. You keep on doing it for 21 days. After 21 days, you'll find that after 1 minute of spot running, right, just 1 minute of spot running, previously the pulse was touching 100, now it is hardly touching 90. Your pulse will definitely be lowered. It will be lowered. Why it has to increase? It was increasing because it was requiring more of the oxygen, it was requiring more of the circulation. So now your body is not requiring, no, your body has adapted. This is the power. Same thing would happen when you will be practicing any of the things properly, right? So today we'll be having a very clear path that what exactly is to be done and why it has to be done, right? So this is a fact. And I tell you that if you are a runner, right, if you run, initially your pulse would be high, your pulse would rise. Slowly and gradually, you just stick to it, gradually your pulse would start coming down, right? So that's what is called as the resting heartbeat, or that will be much less in case of athlete, much less, right? That's how the efficiency improves. Okay, so if we say that, okay, that's the pressure. Pressure is something, a situation or task, right? It is either a situation or task which is making you uncomfortable. So if it is making you uncomfortable, that's where body's sympathetic system will start and it will try to handle it in its own way, because it will consider that this is an emergency, right? It will be considered as an emergency. Okay. So when we say that it is a task or situation, right, which is making us uncomfortable, whether it is an interview or it is an exam or it is viva, anything, is it good or bad? Right? First point which is coming in mind is that, is it good or bad? And then we'll also talk about that whether it is good or bad, but is it affecting our performance, right? It happens that once you appear for the exam, when you come out, invariably you say that I could have done better. I could have done better, right? 2 घंटे मिल जाते extra, I could have done better. It happens, right? And then in the light of these two, we'll plan a strategy. Yes, actually we shall plan a strategy. The way we have got Air Force, we have got the Army, and we have got the Navy, exactly the same way, for this strategy, we have to fight on 4 fronts. So we'll see that how on 4 fronts we can actually work, so that final effect, that is awesome, right? Okay, so let's start with this first part. Is it good? or bad? What is good or bad? Handling this pressure. Suddenly that pressure comes, right? And we feel that, no, we are said that the more you are exposed to such things, more you are exposed to all such interviews, more you are exposed to all these exams, your efficiency would improve. Okay, right? It is said that that is what is called as exposure, and that is what really unlocks your potential, right? In many of the books it is written like that, don't worry, have courage, this, that. Okay, I just say one thing, that practice never makes you perfect, because practice, if it is done in incorrect direction, that will make you more and more imperfect. Practice in the correct direction makes you perfect, right? Else, straight away in the gym, on the day one, you give someone 80 kilograms of barbell to lift, right? You put 100 kilograms on him. Will he be able to do it? No, he'll crash. But gradually, if you are making him efficient, yes, it would be possible. This is what is called as the strategic planning, right? And what's the bad part? Well, bad part is this, is something it is said like that whenever we face any of the situations, so either we win or we learn, no doubt about it. We never lose, surely, right? This is a good thing. But one important point, our time is wasted. Or I might not use the word wasted, but that time in the life, it went past. And someone utilizing a better method, he overtook us. Now, life is like a war, right? This is a competitive world. So that's okay. We say that I'll appear for more exams, right? No problems. But well, this factor is also so important. Yes, we try our best, we go for everything, but when the time is wasted, when the time is spent in this competitive world, that's where the trouble starts. Because expectations of everyone is focused towards you, that yes, my son, my daughter will become doctor, this is in which year, 2024, 2023, and that pressure, it's mounting. You know in your heart that currently even anatomy is not very good, right? How will I perform for surgery, how will I go for that medicine, etc. But whatever, right, there is a solution. That's what I'm planning to put today, right? That's why so many concepts, they will be combined and everything will be written in the form of keywords only. Okay, will it be affecting performance, right? If it is said that no worries, whatever happens in the exam, fight it out. Very nice, fight it out, right? Fight it out. You know, in one of the debriefing, in fact, in one of the training in Indian Army, right? This sentence, this is this is like a very harsh reality. Sweat at the time of peace. In fact, I would add sweat more. Sweat more at the time of peace, so that you bleed less at the time of war. What it is telling, it is just telling that be prepared, prepare yourself smartly. Now, if you implement exactly the same thing, right? You are reading a topic, right? Very complex topic, but then there is no pressure. In any case, you are supposed to read that much topic before exam arrives, whether you read it on the just on the day before, or you read it when you have got 1 month in your hand. Over here, your understanding would develop. Over here, under pressure, you will try to settle it. Just remember 3 points, 4 points, that much I'll write in exam and enough. over here, you'll understand its core concept, and your confidence level on the day of the exam will be super high because you have understood the subject. Right. So what is it? It was nothing but you really worked hard at the time when there was peace, not at the time of war, because at the time of war person bleeds, right? He spoils his energy, he spoils his mental peace, physical fitness, everything. We should not be doing like this when there is a solution, right? So over here, and when we say will the performance be affected, oh yeah, right? Because then we develop the attitude of let's settle for now, right? Settle for now. इस एग्जाम के लिए इतना पढ़ लेते हैं, पास हो जाएंगे, then we'll see for the next year. Next year we'll start preparing right from the beginning, and that year never comes, right? That year never comes. So that means what? Are we brainless? We don't understand the importance? Not at all. You are most intelligent creature on this world, no doubt about it, because you understand all these things. But then who is stopping you? Who is stopping you that we should practice, we should work properly right from the beginning? And still, in spite of understanding, something is not happening. Things are not going good, right? They are not going good. They are not working out. Why it happens? Now, you know, right now, how many people are there? 11. 11. Just 11. The topic is such, and we were even discussing it, that this topic is of such vital importance. Why it happens that we really procrastinate. Procrastinate means we delay the things. That no problem, this recording we'll see at a later stage, right? Or we say that no, not from today, we'll implement it on Monday onwards. Or we'll implement on 1st of March because February is almost over, right? It happens like this, right? This is what we shall be solving today. This is the point, right? So over here, we say that performance, yes, it is definitely affected, right? Because our attitude becomes settle for now. And is there anything new in that? No, nothing new. Because our brains, they are programmed like that. This is like a programming. We are programmed like that. Who has done this programming? It's natural. It's natural. We want to remain into our comfort zone. If this is the comfort zone, we always try to remain in our comfort zone. And success is just here, just outside. We never try to leave our comfort zone and come out. The day you try to do this, imagine your ratio, your speed, your progress, that would be very, very fast. So how to do that? Let's say I'll give you one example. If we say that as we were discussing anatomy, in anatomy, right, it was the upper limb which was in progress. In upper limb, it is the hand which is really tricky, right? Small muscles, so many muscles, and then there are 5 layers, right? Today only we took this lecture. True. What if you give yourself a challenge that yes, I'll go to sleep after completion of this. That in layer 1, these muscles, layer 2, hypothenar, layer 3, lumbricals, layer 4, layer 5, interossei. Once they are written proper, then I'll go to sleep. Try to do this, try to take this challenge. You will feel the heat that, okay, if I have not completed it properly, I'm not going to sleep, and stick to that. Now, see, it might happen that, see, you start writing the names once, twice. Third attempt also, you are missing some point. And then the clock is ticking. This is what is called as the pressure. This is the pressure. Pressure was minor, but what if the next day there is a huge giant exam, right? So how will you perform on that day? So don't let that situation come, right? Because our brains are programmed for this comfort. We are best excuse makers. Excuse makers. So let's move to the solution. What is the solution? What to do, right? Say this is a problem, right? If I cover it, if I cover it. Now this problem is not seen, right? It is very well covered, right? You can't see it. But is it still there? Right? It is. It is by covering it. It is not so that problem will go away. Problem is still there. So point is, first thing we need to see is see the problem. Right? How to see it? Let's say it is pitch dark. Everything is so dark. You just can't see the path. What will you do? Will you try to create new path? Right? No, first thing what you will say that path is already there. We need to see that can we figure out the light from somewhere. But so that light is what is telling you that here is the path and here are the animals which are waiting over there to attack on you. This is what is happening. So that light which is needed, which should make us so powerful that we should be able to see the problem, at the same time we should be able to work on it. And that is what is called as the awareness. We talked about this briefly last time, right? The awareness. What this awareness is. See our habits, right? We take food and then we start the television, right? So friend, are you eating or are you watching? Are you eating or are you watching television? We say no. We are very smart, right? Multitasking. We say that we do multitasking. We do both the things together. Good. If you are doing that, actually you are not doing multitasking. Same example. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, right? We can speak very fast from A to Z. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 up to 26. Very fast. But then switch. It's like speak like A1, B2, C3, D4 and see what happens. Your speed drastically decreases. You are efficient in both of them. You are efficient in both of them, right? But over here speed decreases. Over here you don't know what you are eating. You don't relish, right? And in the process, many of your senses, they are not really getting appreciated. You don't smell the food properly. You don't taste the food properly. You don't even chew the food properly, right? And over here, whatsoever is happening on the television, whatever the serial which is going on, it is affecting various parts of your brain. Your brain is telling, come on, this is the state. What? It is a body's parasympathetic system, correct? Body's parasympathetic system. Parasympathetic is for eat, digest, rest, right? It's a very nice, comfortable situation. And what's happening? You are watching a thriller, right? You are watching a thriller on television. Yeah, bike race, this, that, right? All murders, everything. Well, that is triggering sympathetic system. Now your body is confused that what am I doing, right? Well, definitely our interest is high in this. So that system takes over. When that system takes over, sympathetic, it will say, okay, even if the things are getting chewed, no need to digest at this point of time, right? Put the things on halt because blood is to be pooled for other areas. Finally, it's a very nice, complete mess. It's a mess. We don't get nutrition, and thus we are defeated at one of the front. One of the front. So, which fronts are we talking about? Right? So, as we said, that if we have to fight very efficiently, four fronts. There are four fronts on which we have to fight for that light, that light, that light which is within ourselves only, which will give us that sensitivity, which will give us that awareness that if we want to progress, what exactly is to be done, right? And these four fronts are, you will agree, first, obviously, mind. That monkey brain, right? That monkey brain, we'll talk about it. Second, body. Because if there is itching here and there and something is happening here and we are uncomfortable, we are weak, then forget. We can't do meditation, we can't do study, nothing can be done. The third one, this is on the emotional front, right? We'll talk about it. And finally, the fourth front, it is our energy level. These are the four fronts on which we have to work, we have to fight. What is to be done? Again, in the form of brain mapping, just clear cut points. So easy, simple to follow, but the trouble is they are not getting followed. Hai that discipline is something which is lacking. If it is said that just drink 3 liters of water, right, even though it is not a big thing, still it ends up in 2 liters by the end of the day. Kal pee lenge. No, nothing doing. If you say that, okay, we'll wake up at 4:30 a.m., then why there is a snooze button? Right? That 4:30 gets pushed to 4:45. 4:45 goes to 5 o'clock. And today is Sunday, so let's push it more, right? And then slowly and gradually, this entire thing is vanished back to 7 o'clock, right? So the point is, today we'll be working on all these four fronts and with crystal clear message that what exactly is to be done, right? First thing first. And these things, they will be super easy to do it. And even though you are very busy, I know you can't spend even 20 minutes for you in the entire day. You are that busy, right? So we'll restrict ourselves that you have to spend just 15 minutes a day for you, and that also for next 3 days only. Bus, right? 20 minutes a day is a big thing. So let's not punish our body. 15 minutes. Now, I hope 15 minutes is not more. If I ask this blunt question, that, well, in that initial session, I said that some basic things, just one, that okay, try to wake up between 4 to 5 a.m. Right? Though 13 people are there, how many of you are actually following it without fail, let's say in last 10 days? Last 10 days. Waking up definitely between 4 and 5, that's okay. You study, you hear some music, and after 5 o'clock, even if you are going back to sleep, no worries, but at least you are waking up between 4 to 5. How many of you are actually following it without any break since last 10 days? Or let's decrease this, last 7 days, right? That's 7 days. You just have to say yes or no. Let's see how many yes and how many no's are coming. Yes, good. We have got one yes. What about rest of the 12 people? Okay, no. Chalo, honest. Two yes, one no. Okay, right. That is good. One more yes. You have to think so much. I thought that within 10 seconds, everything would be filled up. Either yes or no. Okay, no, that's okay. No problems. No problems. We have got two more yes. So, okay, that is good. All right, I think we proceed. But still, I'm happy for this. At least we have got five, and it's not so that I'm unhappy for you guys, right? If it is no on your side, right? That's okay. No problems. You have got at least the courage to say that no, I'm not doing it. So start from tomorrow. है ना? What's the big deal in that? Start from tomorrow. At least wake up between 4 and 5. Read, listen to music, just walk, anything. And then after 5, if you wish, you can go back to sleep. Yeah, that's what it happens. That's what it really happens, that unable to follow continuously. This is what's needed. We talked about that Khargosh and Kachua, that race. That Kachua was successful simply because he was walking, crawling continuously. Continuously. The day you are practicing continuously, no one in the world can beat you. No one. No one in the world can beat you. Yeah. Right? Because this is what is called as the discipline. And trust me, discipline is so dangerous, right? It can literally take you miles ahead. It can take you miles ahead because every day you are feeding your brain is becoming happy and happy, right? You targeted that, yes, today will run 6 kilometers, right? But then at the end, you realize that you ran 7.11 kilometers, right? How come? Day before yesterday, to you ran 5 kilometers, right? This makes logic 5 to 6. But see, that what really happens. Suddenly, even without knowing, you'll find that you are crossing the steps which was, say, previously 10,000 steps a day. Now you are crossing even 16,000 steps a day without much of the effort. And this is what really happens. This is what is called as the body is getting adapted. Body is getting adapted to new situation. And for body, there is nothing like, say, whether it is exam or it is a marathon. Body understands only one thing: am I trained to handle such situations? Yes, it will be implemented. So first thing first, what to do, right? What to do. As such, I never say that you start playing all video games, but do install, because there are so many free apps available, say Sudoku, right? That Sudoku you must be knowing, right? It is having 9 big squares, and then there are 9, sorry, there are 1, 2, right? So this is like 9 by 9, 9 by 9, 9 by 9 everywhere, right? This will be 9, this will be 9, and then over here it would be 1 to 9, which would be mentioned, and then all the way, right here, it should be from 1 to 9, and then entire, all rows, all columns, it should be 1 to 9, and none of them should be overlapping, right? Sudoku is that something, it improves your logic, and this is what would be happen, what would be helpful in your real life. What it really teaches, what exactly it teaches you, process of elimination. Process of elimination. Now the real life example. Process of elimination, you just start doing one sudoku a day, right? Start with the easy mode. It will take 2-3 minutes, right? Just 2-3 minutes. When you will be practicing, at least say we have practiced 30 sudokus, you are given solution of 30, you increase the level. Gradually you are solving difficult and difficult sudokus, but your speed will remain same. You will become faster and faster because now you are solving more difficult things. This thing would be helpful in your exam when there are MCQs, multiple choice questions, right? As you have understood how to eliminate, right? Same thing, brain, same component would be implemented even in this case also. And suddenly out of thin air you will start getting the answers, because your brain is starting, is has learned this process of elimination, is eliminating incorrect answers. Then one more thing which develops, it's called as the intuition. Intuition, at times it happens that there is, when there is something, right, a question is given, you feel this B is right, bus, right? That intuition, and you will find that yes, this is true. Same thing will happen in your clinics. You look at the patient and you'll come up with the diagnosis, and then you figure out, yes, it was correct. It is the intuition. What intuition is, in fact, your brain is processing things so powerfully that before you go for step by step all those things, suddenly, right, you come up with a correct answer, and then you start giving the logic that okay, because these are the reports, this is this is that, they are all, those are reasons, but in the inner core of your heart you feel that how come I came up with such a perfect solution, such a perfect diagnosis. It is intuition. Once you start loving your subject, this thing would happen, right? One example, if you really like someone, right, even that person, he or she is on other side of the cell phone, right? You just hear hello, right? Hello, right? Just hello. But can you figure out, just by listening to this hello, how is the mood of that person? At times everything is going fine, and suddenly that person comes up with a statement that what happened, why are you not in good mood, what happened, happens, right? And you are surprised, because you, though there was something which was running in your mind, but you were absolutely cool, right? No expressions on the face, but then how could that person really figure out that something is not okay? Why it happens? Why it happens? This is all intuition. It is so automatic, right? Same thing happens even with our subjects also. Same thing happens. But if we really love our subject so much, so there is a method to fall in love with our subject. That's what we are doing, right? Because we need to prepare that specific part of the brain which will be involved in such type of studies. And when we say medical studies, yes, medical studies, it is enormous. That's the reason we need to prepare ourselves so properly, right? Okay, now one, I said sudoku, okay. Second, something which I'm doing, right? This is, I love Rubik's Cube, right? So I do have, right? Say that's 3 by 3, that's 4 by 4, right? All those cubes. But recently I purchased this cube. Now this is a gear cube, right? So what happens in say 3 by 3, 4 by 4, right? This is okay. This is just simple, right? This is okay, right? That's the cube which is just 3 by 3. But over here in case of gear 1, right? In gear cube, see how complex this is. The entire thing, it moves in the form of gear, right? Now this is a completely different solution and completely different ball game to handle this. So any of these things, either Sudoku or Rubik's Cube, implement it, do it, right? And none of them is that costly, none. But it will take you a very, very positive way to a very advanced level, right? Even Sudokus, they are so good, so good. And it's a fun, it's a great fun. Once you'll complete your 3 by 3, you will say that now I'll go for mirror cube. Once you'll complete your mirror cube, you'll say let's go to 4 by 4, right? 5 by 5, 6 by 6. I got up to 7 by 7, right? Then I'm yet to learn this, right? 7 by 7. Okay, this is for mind. Now you can always let me know if you feel like that, okay, there is one more game. I feel chess is very good, but the trouble with chess is that you need a partner. Well, you might say that chess is something which we can always play with our computers also. It's okay, but say somehow I find that Sudoku more motivating. Why? Because constantly you are thinking. Rubik's Cube, you are constantly thinking. In chess, you feel like that, well, you depend on someone, that, okay, you have taken your steps, now you wait for that other to react. Right? Anything, anyway, this is also very nice game, no doubt about it. But this is our first front. That's our first front, and that is the mind, right? So prepare your mind first. What advantage are we expecting? Are we expecting something? Yes, we are just expecting one simple thing. It is that we have to just solve this Sudoku, na? We have to just solve this Rubik's Cube. And once we do it, for brain it is like a reward. Brain would be happy that done. Chalo. Even in Rubik's Cube, we say layer 1 done. हाँ तो no problem ना. अरे boss, layer 1 done. At least you are one step ahead. Then they would come for layer 2. And then you will make that plus. Then you will set all those corners. Then you will go for correct orientation of corners. And finally the full cube. Right? Finally the full cube. That's how things go. Right? So this is the first front. The second front on which you must work is your body. Must. Right? You should be superbly powerful. Superbly powerful. Yes, you all will become good doctors. And yes, you will be earning good in form of dollars, rupees, right? All the currencies whatsoever you can think of. But then I want that you enjoy that money. You enjoy that. Else, what's the fun if you can't have all those nice, finest of the foods when you have got so much of money? If there is diabetes, if there is blood pressure, then it comes like, no, now we have got the money, but we can't eat this. Hai. What's the fun? You worked so hard for the entire life for the money, and now spending that money for your health. No fun. It is what is called as the rat race. The rat race. Entire life, for the entire life, right? You are just running into the same circle again and again. What's the point if you have got such good brains? If same thing is to be done, means what's the difference? Means it's okay, you are a good doctor, you are a cardiothoracic surgeon, you are doing say cardiac surgeries, and someone else is doing some other work, but finally so it is rat's race. No, I don't want this rat race in your life. For the body, first thing first, what we said, the exercise. What exercise? Can you walk, right? Can you run half a kilometer, right? But I want to mix this thing with one thing, and that is you should watch sunrise every day. Every day. Every day you should see that yes, that sun is rising slowly and gradually, there is increase in the light, and then there is an airliner, right? Airplane which is going at tremendous height, and it is and at one angle that sunlight reflects on it, and then it looks like a diamond, right? We wait for that moment that that airliner is going, and then at one angle, that angle of incidence of that light, it is so perfect, means it glows, and then once again it looks like as if it is dipping into that horizon every day. So watch sunrise means I want you to connect to nature. Connect to nature. Because when you will connect to nature, you will suddenly find that so many things are happening, right? That group of bird that is always traveling in that direction, every day they come, right? Every day they come. Then there are few sounds every day, right? So here you are making your senses more powerful, right? That is what is happening. Your sense, your vision, right? Your eyes, they are just searching where is that plane. Your ears, right? Your auditory system, your ears, they are extremely sensitive. Now they are waiting that where is that train sound, where is the sound from that temple, right? In other words, this is what? This is nothing but it is a training. It is nothing but a training, because the same senses will be used when you are observing your patient. When you have put the stethoscope into your ears and you are trying to listen to those murmurs, right? That's where, and then suddenly if you try to practice on that patient, no, your ears won't be sensitive immediately, but when you are connecting it to nature, trust me, it helps. Your brain requires a very specific type of training that is coming out of the comfort zone, right? So this is also very easy, and just do this. This is what is called as why I one word I always say, awareness. Awareness, right? It would never happen that let's say you have put keys somewhere and then you forget that where are the keys. If you just before you put your keys anywhere, right, put it and just watch it for just 1 second, right? Watch it. When you have watched what you have done, you have immediately stored, you have taken, it is like a capturing a picture, you have stored it in a specific part of the brain. Now it is over there, right? The moment you would try to recall it, it will come back. It would never happen that you have forgotten, right? Even if your table on which you have put 10 things, but you close your eyes and you will be able to say, yes, I have put these things over here, here, and you will not lose it. Same thing would happen even with your subject. When you will look at that page on which you have marked 3 or 4 words, and then you are watching it with love, that entire page will come as a photographic memory. It would be like a screenshot. And when the question would be asked, yes, actually, you'll be able to see those pages. You'll be able to see those pages. But that's what is needed. We need to train our brain for such sensitivity. So, what best could it be? One, you straight away take the Robbins, right? Right? Take a textbook, take the Gray's Anatomy, and then try to practice this thing. It would be same as that I'm telling you that yes, we shall be practicing for marathon at say 17,000 feet, right? Where there is so much of less oxygen, everything is bad, everything is rocky, right? Situation, weather, everything is bad. Chances of success would be minimal. But if we are doing it at sea level, flat, everything is fine. Situation, weather is under our control. Everything cool. And the temperature is good. You are given enough nutrition. And then it is said that, okay, chalo, let's start running. Gradually, you will build that strength. If you are understanding it so sweetly, then what's the problem in this, and that also for 10 to 15 minutes. Is it a big thing? Just watch the sunrise, right? This is just a bahana. Okay, watch the sunrise. When you are watching the sunrise, when you are watching that, yes, light is increasing, you are just, I want that you just develop your sensitivity, that awareness. And it is this awareness which will make you enough powerful to sense any of the problem and then the solution also, right? We come to that. So that's what I said, connect with nature, right? Okay. The third point is emotions. It's as simple as that. If you are happy, you'll give other happiness. Inherently, if you are happy, if you are smiling, right? They say that laughter, that happiness is infectious. Yes, it is infectious. Others will also be happy. But if someone is filled up with hatred, you can't expect happiness from him. He'll be projecting the same thing, right? So for and why person is unhappy? Why he is filled up with all these things? It is because unfortunately we are never trained for this. We are trained that okay, there is right brain, there is left brain, right? Left brain is for logic, right brain is for all those artistic things. Yeah, everything said and done, but then how to manage this right brain? No, we are just said that yes, logic is everything, study, do this that, everything. हाँ ठीक है, but then to remember those carpal bones, why can't we have such statement, right? That statement is so good that you never forget, right? It was so good, she looks too pretty, try to catch her. Yes, just in one single shot it was easy to remember. That's where the right brain kicked in, right? Because right brain is like it enjoys, right? There has to be a sense of happiness. Left is serious logic, right? Don't be a slave of logic, right? Try to add these things because it will make entire subject an extreme pleasure. Yes, we say she looks too pretty, so far okay. Try to, yes, we were making mistake in that which bone is which, right? Because there was a confusion, trapezium and trapezoid, right? Which one was trapezium, which one was trapezoid, right? Trapezium and another one was trapezoid. Now that was a trouble, है ना? So what we did? We did the trapezium. Yes, it is with four sides, and trapezoid. It. We remembered it like that. This bone is like that pyramid, right? Now it is easy. Now it is easy. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, right? So this is number 5, and this is number 6, right? Okay, more alphabets, less alphabets, done. Now never forget in life, right? We'll always remember because rest of the bones, they are easy. So that's what is like for those carpal bones. So first thing first, for our emotions, first, speak. So we don't speak? No, actually we don't speak. We try to keep so much in our heart, right? And unnecessary, we increase the load on our heart. Why to do that, right? So express, speak it off, right? So I'll just add speak it off. The second thing, be grateful. And if you say this, I'm not telling that you just start telling thank you to everyone. No, 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 no. right? No, there is no need to say so much of thank you. But that appreciation, right? Even if you appreciate someone, even if you feel from the heart, and if you say something honestly, right, that's the real appreciation, right? It's okay, every time you need not say thank you, but if someone has done something good for you, say it. Say it, don't keep it in your heart. Say it, right? Even when you tell your sabji wala na, that was those capsicum, they were very good. And look at his face at that point of time. If you tell him that those nimbu, right, those lemons, nimbu jo diye superb the, mast itna ras nikla, everything is so good. Every morning I take that after doing my exercise. Next time he will give you best of the best things, because no one appreciated him. For everyone, the attitude was like, because we are giving money, so he is supposed to give us good. No, now he'll be doing it with heart. And the third and the very important thing is that joyful breathing. So, what's this joyful breathing? What is this happy breathing? We learned what's taught to us as boxed breathing, right? Box breathing is known to decrease your tension. So, how do you do it? In. So, 1, 2, 3, 4. In. Hold. Same number of counts. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then out. Breathe out. That is expiration. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then continue. Do it for 5 times. Check your pulse. You'll find that your pulse has started coming down. But to this, I'm adding one extra thing. That is, every time you hold, right, smile. Whether there is any reason or not, right? Every time reason is not needed. So whenever you hold your breath, right, smile. And now see the fun. So many happy hormones are released, right? This will become a pleasure. That breathing, which was like a box breathing, yes, it will decrease your tension, but now it has got converted into a pleasure. And this pleasure, it is highly infectious. Everyone surround, your aura would change, right? In Kirlian photography, if it is taken, your aura would change. You'll find a major change, right? So this is what? This is as good as meditation, right? It is as good as meditation. Any other thoughts, you will not be giving any importance, right? You are into your own. Slowly and gradually, this will become part of your life, right? Even when you'll speak something, it would be as good as meditation, right? The next is the fourth. That's what we said, energy. See, your mind is ready, right? Your mind feels, yes, this is my mindset. Now we'll study. You are physically fit, all right, right? Well and good. And then you have even worked on your emotions, right? So emotionally stable, everything good, but you are tired. You are tired. Gone, right? Even these three fronts are good. This fourth front is vital, because if there is not enough amount of energy left, so then even your Ferrari with finest of the engine, it's of no use. Everything is good. So how to manage this energy, right? Body is good, body is strong, powerful. You are giving exercise. So over here, for that sufficient energy to run this entire system, first, the simple plain water, 3 liters, right, a day. Have it, right? No excuse, nothing, because it is what is needed for throwing up all the toxic components out, right? So basic, simple water. Second, your body, right? If you don't put that kachra petrol, kerosene into your bike, then how can you put that junk, into your body, right? It will be affecting so badly at so many places, right? So eat clean, right? Now we say eat clean means what? Okay. The third point is you have to keep your colon or your intestine, or putting in simple words, you should not be suffering from constipation or diarrhea, right? No constipation, no constipation, right? Your colon, intestines, they should be super clean, completely fine. So, what to do? Well, do one thing. Pick up a day and let's make it a fruit day, right? Have fruits. Now, when you declare it that, okay, it would be a fruit day, you'll be having so much of fibers, right? That would be acting as a very nice cleansing. You make one day as a soup day, right? Vegetable soup day, right? Till you are at home, right? In hostel, so it becomes a bit difficult, but still possible to manage. But at home, definitely. Even your parents would be happy, right? They'll support you happily. But once your colon or intestines, they are clean, right? Ideally, it is said that as soon as you wake up, within 20 minutes, right, you should have to visit washroom, right? This is needed. So it becomes an automatic system. Thus, your systems are clean, so they will be working in its best of its efficiency, right? These four fronts, what will they do? Now they will prepare you with a very good awareness. So, what awareness is? Awareness is like a light, right? It's like a light. Under that light, you will be watching those problems which are giving you all sorts of pressure. Previously, pressure and the problem was already there, but because there was no light, because there was no awareness, we were not able to see those problems. By not looking at the problem, right, it is not like we are solving them, right? They are over there, and then later on they'll come up with a larger formation, right? They'll come up with a larger formation. Now when you have got that awareness, when you are powerful on all those four fronts, that is mind, body, emotions, and what was the fourth part, right? Emotions. And the fourth part, right? What was that? What was the fourth part, right? Anyone? Yeah, we said that. None. Energy. Anyway, right? So this was like energy. Yeah, I I think, is there buffering going on? Because over here it is. Friends, is there? Are you able to see the things clearly, properly? Is there any buffering, or no? Things are okay. Okay, it seems things should be okay. Anyway, so problem, right? Once you see the problem clearly, you'll be able to solve them. Because once you see the problems, then you'll be able to solve them. And that is what you will be getting. That is the comfort level. You'll be more and more comfortable with the newer and newer problems. So over here, that's what actually it happens. That next time, it is exactly like immunity. Next time, when you face the same problem, when you face the same problem, you know how to solve it. right? Right. That's how you really solve it. This is the thing, right? This is what it is training. Ah, okay. Anyway, so this was our purpose for today. So do work, right? What we discussed and put it into implementation. Literally, I tell you, results are guaranteed. You will definitely be getting very good results, right? So thank you so much. I know at the end there is some buffering. I'm not very sure whether it is going okay or not, but